So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing right away is Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a 2nd and 2. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and a couple. A handoff running right, Garendo. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bears at 6-5 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
That was a motion snap, brother.
This defense for the Vikings. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll try the middle with Garendo. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
To throw, Williams. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well. Oftentimes...
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw McCarthy. This one swung out to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Here's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly this.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the... And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll go again here with Wright. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it. To the 15.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To the air with McCarthy. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to... out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Wright will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Again, it's Guerrero. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air, Williams. That is caught. And he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Handoff here, Guerrero. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Williams. That pass complete to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Two yards to go, 2nd down. On the give, it's Guerrero. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, here's Williams. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! Isaac Guerrero. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think Go for two. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
Williams going to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Madden trying to do everything to keep your ass in this game. That shit crazy.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's McCarthy.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Jones on the return.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Now Williams. A final shot before break. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Alright, man, let me start paying attention, man. For this game, fuck me.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On play action, McCarthy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Second and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll go right back to right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They'll run with Garindo. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This now a 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Williams. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Hey, smash. Cougar 19.
Here's Garindo on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Williams now operating from the gun. He's got the connection to Moore. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Williams eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's Davis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
This man running the same play on me back to back. That's crazy.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's the second down at 6. Now it's Gorindo. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Looking to throw. Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Brown, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Well lined up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out. He can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. They'll give this to Wright, running right. And down to the 41. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down. He's back to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
So here come the Vikings now as they'll again go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
It's complete, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Keep pushing the ball down the field.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here we go, set.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So the